Listen, you have been lied to all this time. You probably have seen a lot of people saying that they have a 90%, 99%, or even 100% win rate strategy. But do these strategies really work? And if so, why are not these people making a lot of money for themselves? Well, there's something that you need to understand, which is called risk to reward ratio. And risk to reward ratio is basically what are you risking on a trade as compared to what are you expecting to win if the trade goes on to win. And there's a lot of misconceptions about this topic. Well, join me on this journey of putting all these misconceptions to rest, because in this video I will be testing one strategy with 3 different risk to reward ratios to see if the risk to reward ratio can have a big impact on your trade. So if you join me, if you watch this video, you will know exactly which risk to reward ratio to use depending on your account size. And you will also get the exact automated trading system that I will be using for this test. Now, before we jump into this test, let me introduce to you our sponsor, Fastable.com. See, Fastable is like a one-stop shop for trading. It allows you to analyze the market using their feature-rich platform. On this platform, you can insert indicators, templates, or even tools that can help you even to see your risk to reward ratio, which is like the order 2 right here. You can also see the market watch with hundreds of instruments from Forex to crypto to commodities. But my favorite feature now is the ability to chat with other traders in a chat room, which is super active. In these chat rooms, you can get trade ideas, you can chat with other experts for any kind of help that you might need in your trading. There's also an upcoming trading contest with a lot of prizes, but I can't tell you everything about this on this video. Just check out Fastable using the link in the description below or pinned comments below. You see, risk to reward ratio is the most important aspect that makes trading different from gambling or casinos, where the game is created in a way that your reward is always smaller than the risk. And that's why they say the house always wins, because they have an edge. But in trading, you can set your own reward per trade, and that means you can create your own edge in the market, because if your risk is smaller than your reward, you have an edge over a long period of time. But how true is that? Well, there is only one way to find out. So to do this test, I had to build an automated trading system, or what some might call a trading robot. This system trades support and resistance breakout, which means it only places trades if the market breaks above or below of its support and resistance of the past 20 candles or 30 candles. You can adjust whatever you want. And this system also have an option to change the risk to reward ratio. So for our first test, we are going to start off by using the 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which means in this case, we are going to be risking $20 to make $20. So in each and every trade, we risk $20 to make $20, and we are going to test the strategy for 1 month. So let's run the test and see what happens. And here are the results that came out of the test. In our first test, we started with $200. The system placed a total of $327, both buys and sells. And from those trades, we have a total win rate of 53% and a total loss rate of 47%. But here's the thing. This system made a total gross profit of $3,494 and a gross loss of $3,067, making our net profit, the money that we made solely from trading this system, being $431, which is more than 2 times our initial deposit. These are amazing results, which shows that the system itself can be profitable. But that's not the reason for this video. Now we want to see if there is a difference on risk to reward ratios, but we are going to use the same system with a different risk to reward ratio. This is because for the next step, we are going to be risking again the same $20 per trade, but this time we are targeting $40 as our profit per trade. We are also going to test this system in the same month with the same amount of trade, and we are going to use the same system and the same strategy. Here we go. The system we have finished placing and testing the trades. The system placed a total, this time the system placed a total of 211 trades, both buys and sells. And from those trades, we had a total win rate of only 36% and a loss rate of 64%. But when it comes to money, the system made a total gross profit of 3,100, gross loss of 2,666, and a total and a total net profit of 434. Now, there's no difference between the first risk to reward ratio and this risk to reward ratio, which begs a question of, is there a difference between smaller risk to reward ratios and bigger risk to reward ratios? But here's the thing, one is to two can work fine, but if you trade small accounts, you need a bigger risk to reward ratio, because that's the only way you grow your small account. And to put this to test and to see if I'm telling the truth, let's test again the system with 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Now, for the next step, we are going to be risking $20 per trade again. In this time, we are targeting $60 as our profit per trade. And as our system runs and tests the same strategy again, this might be the right time for me to tell you about how to get this system. Here's what you need to do. First, the best thing to do is to join our WhatsApp channel. I will leave a link in the description, because there we post new updates and give new systems for free. And then when you do that, we want to go to the description of this video. Below the links of Fastable, there is a link where you can download this trading robot for free. Now, here are the results for test number 3. So in this test, we started again with $200. The system placed a total of 174 trades, both buys and sells. And from those trades, we had a total win rate of 30%. Now the win rate is low and a total loss rate of 70%. But when it comes to money, the system made a total gross profit of $3,077, a gross loss of $2,446, and the total profit of $630, which is more than triple the amount that we initially deposited. So now that you have seen different results for the system, here is what you need to understand about the risk to reward ratio. From the test that we did in this video, we realized that if you use the 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, then you need more than 50% win rate to be profitable. And if you use bigger risk to reward ratio, like 1 to 3, then you can even be more profitable, but only winning around 35% of your trade. This means for every 10 trades, you need to win between 3 to 4 of those trades. But the truth is, most traders, including you, are not going to be consistent with their strategy, their lot size, or even their risk. And why is that? This is because of emotions. And that is why it is wise for you to get an automated trading system that trades for you without emotions and that is consistent. And if you want to get the system that I was using to test this, make sure you check the link of the description below.